Hey guys, Tua Cruz here checking in with,
Thuong-chan.
and it's time for us to go for our ride, or actually I should say it's time for me to go for my ride. Thuong-chan woke up extra early today,
Yes.
so I slept in, and when I woke up she was already on the spin bike,
Yeah.
working hard.
Yeah.
How long did you ride? 2 hours?
Yes.
Yeah. Otsukare-sama. 63 kilometers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah.
So it's time for me to play catch up. I'm gonna go ride for 2 hours outside. We haven't been riding outside much lately just because I've been dealing with my sickness and Thuong-chan's been dealing with her fun time. So anyway, it's just gonna be me out on today's ride, but I wanna show you guys the course, or part of the course, of the race that we're gonna be entering coming up here pretty soon. So let's go ahead and get started with today's ride.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Yeah, for
Okay,
me.
bye Tung.
Bye.
All right guys, here we are starting our ride outside of our apartment. And we're riding around sunset time, so this is the busy time of day to ride, but that's okay. I actually really like riding this time of day because it's not too hot. You just got to be careful with all the bikes and cars, but it's not too bad once you learn the flow of traffic. So we usually start our rides going one of two directions. One is towards the beach, which is the opposite direction, and the other direction is towards the city. So that's the direction we're going today. It helps to follow in waves, so if I'd have slowed down a little bit there, we wouldn't have had the protection of the group. So it always helps to shadow behind a big group of bikes or a big car or a big truck. Then you can just follow with the momentum. So anyway, for today's ride, we're going to be mainly talking about the race that we're entering, the Danang Gran Fondo. For anyone new to the channel, my name's Cruz. My wife Thuong and I live here in Da Nang, Vietnam now. And we moved here a couple months ago, and this will be our first cycling event since moving here. Our first cycling event in a couple years, actually. Our last cycling event was in Japan a couple years ago, back in 2019, I think. We have some older videos if you want to check that out, with Thuong entering her first ever race, a cyclocross race, which she entered on the mountain bike. So this is her first road event as well. So she's been really excited. She's been training. She's been really motivated for training and wanting to ride more. So even though it's a Gran Fondo, I don't think it's really like a race kind of race, but still, she's going to be pushing herself. There's 3 different groups you can ride in: the beginner group, the intermediate group, and then the fast group. So she's going to be riding in the intermediate group. I'll be riding in the fast group. And here's a map of the whole course. So we're sort of skipping the start a little bit. We're going over this way just because it's smoother this time of day. And originally, they were going to have us go over in the Sontra Intercom Peninsula, which is a really fun section of course. It's got some big rolling hills, and it's actually one of my favorite segments. I was pretty excited for it because I've currently got the KOM for it on Strava, and I thought like, oh, this would be a good place to get away if we were to treat it as a race. I don't think it's going to handle that way, but they decided to cut that part of the course for safety, just because, yeah, there are some big fast descents on it, and with a big group of people that maybe aren't used to riding together, that could be pretty dangerous. It's unfortunate though. It's one of the really scenic parts of the course. We've already filmed a few videos riding over there. So we're gonna leave this busy mess here, and we're gonna turn right, get over to this busy mess. It's only busy when the signal turns green. But yeah, the race is going to be early morning, so there shouldn't be as much traffic. We haven't done many early morning rides yet. We keep trying. We keep telling ourselves we got to get up early, we got to practice for the race, but man, we're just night owls. We try and go to bed early, and and we end up laying in bed, we can't fall asleep, so the cycle repeats. I just realized I forgot my gloves as well today, so hopefully we don't crash. Should be okay. So this first section of the course will be probably the busiest. And once we get to the middle part of the course, I'm going to be riding the first half of the course today. I'm not doing the full course today, but I'm riding the first half of it. This section I haven't really gone to. There's a nice little lake and some other hill, so I want to scope it out. And I mentioned in one of our last videos that I had gotten sick from our traveling, like back to when we went to Thuong's hometown. I got sick with food poisoning, and then I got sick with something else after that, likely COVID. Thuong's brother also ended up getting COVID, so I'm pretty sure that's what I got. And I was just down for a long time. I tracked my like sleeping with a ring that tracks all the data for your sleep score and stuff, and just all of my stuff was out of whack. My resting heart rate was just crazy. Even when we came back here after resting like almost 2 weeks off the bike, my resting heart rate was really high. We did a like easy ride, and for the first time ever, Thuong's heart rate was lower than mine, which is crazy. Normally when I'm cruising at like 130 beats per minute, which is like a pretty easy pace for me, Thuong will be about 20 beats per minute higher than me, so she'll be at 150, I'll be at 130. But it was like the opposite. I was at 150 and she was at 130, so it was kind of funny. Luckily, my heart rate has gone down considerably, so I'm at 130 right now. Actually, that's not that great considering we're only pushing like 130 watts. So yeah, my heart rate's still not recovered, but it's getting better gradually, day by day. And because of that, I haven't been pushing it too hard, so I've lost a lot of fitness the last 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks I should say. I think going in, before we visited Thuong's hometown, I was on some really good fitness. I was doing intervals every week, doing some hill climb challenges, and just overall getting in some pretty good shape, taking a decent number of KOMs here. Not that they're really competitive KOMs here, there's not too many fast people here right now, but still. I was feeling really good before then, really looking forward to the races, because it's the road race the first day, the Gran Fondo, and then it's a crit the next day. And I haven't been in a crit in years, but still, I love a good crit. So we'll see. Now I'm just trying to get back whatever kind of fitness I can before the race. I'm not doing anything too hard, just doing some endurance rides, and hopefully some fitness will come back. I was hoping to do some more harder workouts, some sprint workouts to get those muscles adapted, but I don't know if I'm going to have much time to do that before the race next week. So yeah, it's 1 week to go until the races. Things are starting to thin out a little bit here. This is where I guess all the cruise boats, the tour boats start. We haven't been on any of them, but you can see them in the river. Another decently windy day today here. That's the other thing. There's a lot of strong windy days here when you ride, so that's a big difference compared to our riding in Chiang Mai. It was never really that windy when we were there. They had some good mountains. But yeah, you get pretty strong here just riding in all the headwinds, the crosswinds. Especially with us, we're riding aero bikes with deep wheels. Yeah, I started this ride at like 5 p.m., which is one of the worst times to start your ride. Granted, the temperature is pretty comfy, but yeah, just everyone's finishing work, trying to get home. That's okay. Once we get out of these busy roads, it'll get pretty nice, I think, for the other part of the course. The actual race itself doesn't use this road. We're just taking a shortcut to get to the part to get out of the city, because the other part of the course isn't anything special. You got to be careful here. These people just pull out in the middle of the road trying to get across. It comes down to a numbers game. Even if you have right of way, if they have more people than you, they'll take the right of way from you. We're also riding directly into the sun right now, so I hope the video quality is okay. I don't know how this camera performs riding into the sunlight, but I'm using this camera today because I know it's going to get dark for the later part of this ride, and this camera performs the best in the low light once it gets dark. So the road we're going to come back on today is really nice. So next we got a left turn here, so we're going to move over, trail behind this truck. He'll clear the way for us. This is the way to do things. You follow behind a good truck, it'll clear the roads for you. Okay, perfect. The other nice thing riding this direction this time of day is you get the shade. So if you start a little earlier, around 4 p.m., because the sun sets around 6:30 now, so you can get a nice 2-hour pre-sunset ride if you leave at 4. And you get the nice sunset, you get the nice shade on this part of the road. And this will be the last little sort of bottleneck section, so the race actually does go through this road. It's a nice wide 2-ish, 3-ish lane road, but there's some construction on here now. Some sections go down to 1 lane. Overall though, it's a pretty nice road, especially once we start to get the beachside views, which will be coming up here pretty soon. Also, let me know if you want to see more ride videos like this, like long, just uncut, full ride, rambling kind of style videos. I don't film too many of them because I'm not sure what to talk about. I'm not sure what you guys want to hear, but yeah, I thought today would be a good topic because next week we're doing the race. So this actually is a red light, but it's a green light for us to go through. You just got to be careful about these cars that are turning. So as long as you stay in the outside lane, we should be okay. Just be careful. Yeah, originally with the race, I think we're going to take the first day of the Gran Fondo, just take it easy, finish with our groups, enjoy the ride, maybe make some friends, meet some people. So if you're entering the Nang Gran Fondo, come say hi. It'll be fun to say. It'll be fun to meet some people, but I don't think there's many foreigners signed up. I think there were only 3 that she saw. The next day is the crit, which I'd love to give it a go, but we'll have to see how I feel that day. I haven't been doing any sprint training or sprint intervals. And it's a double 180 turn crit, so it's just 2 big hard accelerations. It'd be a bit easier if it was a 90-degree corner crit, It'd be a bit easier if it was like 90-degree turns, because I'm really good at handling those crits, lots of experience, but there's less hiding if you don't have the fitness on a 180-degree turn, because you're gonna have to do that hard acceleration every lap. So the goal is to try and stay in the front every time and maybe flow back a little bit when they're pushing hard, and then move forward when it's going a little easier. We'll see. If it looks really sketchy, like the riders don't have good handling skills, I think I'm just gonna, ride my own race and take it easy. This is one of the sections where it funnels down to one lane. There's a couple of these on this road. Where's this guy going? We're starting to get some nice views over on the right side of the ocean, the sunset over the ocean. This is also where the Haivan Pass is, one of the more popular hill climbs around here. Actually, ironically, the Monkey Mountain hill climb is more popular in terms of like the number of people riding it every day, just because it's closer to the city. But this one's more scenic. And probably more famous, because that's the mountain pass that you take to go into Hue. We've ridden it a bunch of times. We haven't filmed a video yet, but we'll try and do that soon, maybe after the race. So I used to be training for the hill climbs, but now with the race coming up, that's not a priority right now until that event's over. Ironically, despite like not being able to train or ride much the last 3 weeks, I have lost a decent amount of weight, which should be helpful for the hill climbs, because before we went to Thuong's hometown, I was weighing like 75 kilograms pretty consistently. And the last few days, I've weighed in at like 71, 72. So I'm not sure, like once I get back into being in healthy shape, like I don't know how much I lost that was muscle, how much I lost that was like good weight to lose. So we'll see, but it'd be nice if I can get back my fitness and not put on too much weight, and then give it a go for some of the longer hill climbs. I do really good with like the rolling hills and the shorter hill segments, but like anything over 10 minutes, I really struggle, because I can't hold a pace. I ride hard until I blow up, and if I blow up after a certain point, like there's no recovering. So I don't know, I'd really like to do better on some of like the 20-minute hill climb segments here. I've taken one of them, but the other two, the main ones, like I'm still a minute or two off. So we'll see. I am a sprinter at heart, though. We got another funnel here. Can you guys see the ocean? We got some mountains, ocean, and sunset over this way. Glorious view. I don't know how well you can see it from the current camera angle. Another funnel here. might as well just stay over, keep up our speed, or not. And I did load the course map on our computer. Yeah, there's so much jaywalking here. Like, I wish people would use the crosswalks, the zebras. They're kind of meaningless because people just cross wherever. And this section, the road's actually completely shut off right now. So we have to cross over into this other section. Yeah, this road is kind of unfortunate because I think without all this construction, it'd be really smooth and you'd have the extra lanes, but but they have all the, but it is what it is right now. So yeah, we got the sunset right in front of us, the Haivan Pass right over there. Just a beautiful bay area riding along here. And once we get a little bit further out from here, there's very few cars. And once we get a little bit further out here, there's a lot less cars. And it's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, this is going to turn red, but we can still go straight. Check out all these vendors too. Just a lot of people going to the beach. You can get some street food. And yeah, just little plastic chairs everywhere. So I always make sure to look back whenever I move to the left or to the right, just because you want to make sure that no bike is trying to sneak by you really close. It's happened to me so many times. So better safe than sorry. The good thing is once it's open up and you can get to a decent speed, most bikes won't be passing you. You'll actually be passing some bikes. So that's dangerous. If you ride too close to the cars, you'll get doored. But if you ride too far from the cars, you'll get passed on the inside. It's a dilemma. What to do? So yeah, we're cruising about 37 k an hour right now. Only 120 watts. Not too bad. I try and wait to get decently out of the city before I start picking things up. Just because the slower speed you are, the more reaction time you have. These are fun. You see a lot of these fat bikes. Some more view of the mountains back there. It's just beautiful this time of day. So many bikes out, wow. This is actually kind of the busiest I've seen it over here. Like, I've ridden over this way a lot, but over the last few weeks, like, things are just picking up. I think there's a lot more tourists in town. Yeah, there's a lot more vendors, a lot more bikes out. It wasn't like this a few weeks ago. So that's a good sign. Things are picking up. Not good for cyclists though, because the roads will be busier. That's okay. We're almost out of the busy area. Actually, normally when I ride this way, it's only to go to the Haivan Pass. which I used to do like every week. But today, we're turning a new direction, a direction I haven't gone before, to go to the first part of the race course. So I think it's a category 4 climb. Maybe it's not even that, I don't know. An almost category 4 climb. Goes around a lake. Should be pretty fun. So I want to see. That's my main goal today. I want to go check out that section. That's the only part of the course I don't really know that well. Okay, let's pick it up a little bit. The other nice thing is once you pick it up, you can get some nice draft in some of the bikes and cars as well. So now about 230 watts, 40k an hour. Cruising to zone 2. Yeah, once you get up to speed, it's pretty nice because you're not getting passed. You don't have to worry about too many cars or bikes anymore. You do got to be careful about these guys who just go the opposite direction. There's a lot of that shortcutting here. There's a lot of that in Thailand too, though. I think it's just the way the roads are designed. No one wants to go the extra distance and then U-turn when there's no light, especially. So if you get a window, you just go. Wow, that was an interesting little bike there. The other risky thing you have to be careful about when riding here is there's so many random thunderstorms. Like, no joke. I get like surprise rained on every week, it happens. But now I'm like really cautious. I'm looking at the horizon. I'm like, okay, is there a rain cloud there? Does it look sketchy in that direction? Because we're about to go that direction and I really don't want to get rained on. So, especially if I have my cameras. That's another reason I don't like bringing my camera equipment on some of the rides here, because I don't want to risk them getting rained on. I guess, yeah, I could bring like some kind of waterproof bag in case that happens. I like this section, all these little trees. Or not little, but what are these? I don't know what they're called. They're like pine trees, but I think they're different. Anyone know the name of this type of tree? Yeah, it just reminds me of being in northern Michigan, going around the lake. Get just these kind of vibes, these kind of trees. No mountains. We don't have any mountains in Michigan, at least in the lower peninsula anyway. This is another funny little business over here. What is this? Mikazuki. It's like a Japanese themed resort. I don't know how many Japanese people go there, but I think like other people go there to experience like the Japanese theme. They got some hot springs and they got this gate with these like the people dressed in some Japanese clothes and stuff. Looks interesting. In case you're looking for a good place to take a pee break before you climb the Hai Van Pass, this is a good spot because there's no vendors here, no eyes, and you can drop a little bit of weight before you do the big climb. Hai Van Pass actually isn't that big of a climb. It's maybe a Cat 2 climb, and it's only like 5-6% average. There's no real steep sections. So it's pretty easy in comparison to like Monkey Mountain. They're both about like 22-23 minutes for like the top KOM time. But Hai Van Pass is double the distance. So Monkey Mountain is half the distance but twice as steep. It's a monster. That guy's hand signaling, that's good. A lot of people don't do that. Is this where we turn off? Okay, yeah. So up here, we're gonna be turning off, and normally we turn left, then right to continue on towards Hai Van Pass, but this time we're just gonna turn left and keep going straight, which is west, and we're gonna be heading more inland, and that should take us straight towards the hill and the lake. So I'm pretty excited. I haven't gone that direction yet. Everything here I already know. So yeah, today's ride mostly going to be zone 1, zone 2. Just getting some endurance in. Let the body recover. Yeah, it's kind of awkward when they do that slow acceleration. So you're about to pass them, but then they slowly accelerate past you. But that's how it works when they're like heavily loaded on those low-powered bikes. But I don't want to brake, because then you just screw up your momentum, you waste your brake pads. So that happens every once in a while. Pro tip, try and brake as little as possible. You go faster and you save your brake pads, you save your wallet. So here we are, this is the left turn. Some more construction over here. Take a look back. Okay, we can cut the corner. You gotta be careful if there's cars or bikes behind you making that turn. And we're gonna go straight here. Yeah, normally I'd go right to get to the Hai Van Pass. Okay. I think a train's coming soon. That's the train track that we took to get to Thuong-chan's hometown the first time. That was a fun journey. Geez, 18 hours with the delay. And yeah, the people turning, if they got the wave, or if it's a bigger vehicle, they'll get the right of way. So this is new roads for me. I think, yeah, it'll be busy for this first section and maybe thin out as we get closer to the lake or reservoir. We got some school kids here, I think. A lot of them on those like e-bikes. I don't know if you can call them e-bikes because they're not even pedaling e-scooters. But it's not a scooter either. I don't know. What are those called? And yeah, some bikes, they've just got some like nasty exhaust smell, so I try not to stay behind them. Thank you, turn signal, much appreciated. Let's be careful going through here. Okay, still going straight. Oh yeah, things are getting a lot less busy over here. Yeah, the riding here isn't too bad. It's just there's a couple like choke points through the city which are just really busy, and unfortunately you got to go through them. There's no real way to avoid them, and that last road is one of those. It wasn't too bad. And if you ride at certain times of the day, there's very few people out. And oh wow. Yeah, things are just open. What's that giant building over there? This is cool. Got some cattle over here, mountains over there. the road to ourselves. Oh yeah. The other nice thing here is a lot of the roads they have lights, so they're lit up, and the night riding here is pretty nice because it's a lot less busy at night. I actually think night riding is a bit safer because you can clearly see like where everyone is, and you can tell where everyone's moving just from the direction of the lights. So I like the night riding here. It's been pretty fun. Yeah, there's some nice big wide open. I think those are like newly developed areas. They're just making them a lot nicer, a lot wider roads. A lot of old infrastructure is just building on the older infrastructure before that, so smaller and narrower. And then the more newly developed areas, they're a lot wider, a lot nicer, and a lot less busy because they're not that populated yet. I've been in a few other areas like this, so that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm surprised, like, there are a decent amount of wild dogs here, like more than I was expecting, because like it is a thing that some people eat dogs here in Vietnam. It's also a thing that like dog hunting or like pet thieving is a thing. It's not super common, but it does happen. So I was expecting there to be a lot less dogs because I just assumed they'd all be like taken by those people. But I've seen a lot of wild dogs here actually. Like not even close to Thailand level, but still more than I was expecting. Haven't had any issues with them. They've all been friendly. The only one issue was one of them was crossing the road in a dangerous situation and almost got run over by a bus. So yeah, just got to be careful going at high speeds with the dogs or other animals that might run into the road. But that's the same anywhere you go, so not a problem. Let's check the map. Yeah, we're still going straight for a while. Yep, I hear you. They do that just in case like the person in front would randomly turn left in that intersection. So it's a safety thing. It makes sense because a lot of people, they just don't look back before they turn. Like they'll just randomly turn left, not even bothering to care to look like if there's a giant car or truck behind them about to plow into the direction they're turning into. Wow, yeah. There's some kids cycling over there in the dirt. That looks fun. We got to get that mountain bike built. All right, a little busy intersection here. Let's slow it down. Okay. Hopefully we can get to the lake before it gets too dark. I think that's a more remote area, so I don't know if they have many lights out there. Luckily, we're equipped. We got our front light on, our rear light on, so we should be okay. It's just I want to get better video for you guys. There's a big truck coming behind us, so we got to be careful passing this parked car here. Don't want to get into the other lane. The other nice thing about checking your shoulder is if the car behind you sees you doing that, they won't bother to beep at you anymore because they already know you're like aware of them. So you see, he was beeping up there because he went into this intersection, but he didn't beep at us. So that was nice. We saved our ears a little bit of pain. Something's burning. That's the other thing. There's a lot of burning here. No matter where you ride to, there'll be some burning going on. It might just be people, it might be like farmers burning some crops. It might be people just burning garbage. It might be for some like cultural thing or some like, I don't know, celebration or some kind of event. There's a lot of situations where things are getting burned. And if you're riding through that smoke when you're doing like an interval, it is not fun. Thuong actually really likes the smell of like just burning things, especially like the incense. I don't know, it just, I guess, reminds her of home. I'm not a big fan. I like my lungs not filled with smoke. We're getting some nice colors over behind the mountains. It's really beautiful with the sunsets behind these mountains over here. So we're going straight through this intersection and then we're turning right. Okay. You got to be careful even when you got a green light, an intersection, because a lot of people ignore the red lights. So you got to be aware that someone might be coming through the other directions. So it looks like this road's gonna dead end and we're gonna turn right. We got some more students up here. We're gonna pass them. Thuong is jealous of all the students like now because they get these like easy e-bikes where they don't have to pedal or anything. In her day, she had to ride the mamachari to school every day. That's how she got strong though. She's got a lot of natural cycling talent just because, yeah, she had to ride her heavy, big steel bike to school every day. All these young kids these days, they just sit there, one hand on the electric bike. It's so goofy looking, especially in the winter. Because, yeah, they don't want both hands out on the steering wheel. They'll keep one hand in their pocket. And by cold, I mean like below 20 degrees Celsius, which is cold here. Which I guess is what, below 70 in Fahrenheit? I don't remember Fahrenheit anymore. Okay, here we go, our turn. This has been a fun straight road though. Got a red light, so let's ease up a little bit. There's some trucks coming, so probably want to wait for the green light. Okay, let's turn right. Okay, I have been on this road before. This is like the super truck road. I think it leads to the tunnel that goes through under Lake Haivan Pass. Yeah, I've ridden this road once before. Not the funnest of roads because it's just truck after truck after truck. The good thing is there is a shoulder. The bad thing is the pavement quality is night and day. Like there's just little rocks and holes all over on the side. And this main section's a lot smoother, so we'll ride here as much as possible, but if there's a truck behind us, we'll move over. I don't think we're on here too long. Yeah, just a couple of 100 meters. Then we're off of here. Look back. Okay, yeah, there's no truck behind us. We're good. We got our downhill too, so we can keep our speed nice and high. Now let's dodge those speed bumps. Okay, we got a truck. Just the one. Nice view, open road, mountains and sunset. Okay, turns coming up. Which one is it? A big road? Jeez. That was not a good time to grab my bottle. Road just got really rough all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Let's get that bottle back in the bottle cage holder. That's the dangerous part there. You don't want to get a false sense of security. So we can't go up here. We gotta exit, and then we're gonna turn left. I actually did try and ride up this when we first moved here, because I saw like another Strava route that someone did. It looked really fun. So I was trying to follow it. I guess it used to be open when it was under construction, but now that it's like officially open, they don't allow bikes on there anymore. Okay, we got a truck behind us. Let's slow down. Oh, they're going right, okay. So we gotta turn left here. What is this? This is a circle, a roundabout, okay. Yeah, so this will take us back to Hai Van Pass if we go right there. And then this is like an expressway, cars only. So no going that way. And we're gonna go this way. How cool is this? Oh my God, they got a giant arch. I feel like I'm in St. Louis. They got 2 arches, 3. One for each pedestrian path as well. That's funny. So I guess we just go through here. No checkpoint. I thought they might have like some security there. There's a dog there too. Okay, yeah, first time over here. Nice wide open road, 3 lanes. Heck yeah. So there's a segment, I got the live segment on my computer loaded, that goes around the lake. Unfortunately, it's a little different than the path that the race is going. The race will turn off a little bit before the segment ends. That's okay, we'll go for the segment another day. Let's turn it back to the map. I don't want to get lost. I'm actually going to switch out my glasses. I brought 2 glasses today. One for the sun before the sun sets, because it was still pretty bright out. And the other one is just a nice simple clear lens, so we don't have to deal with the bugs at night. Oh yeah, it's a lot better, a lot brighter. Still going straight. Yeah, this road is great. There's nobody out here. Maybe they've all already finished their work time. They all went home. Niwa Foundry. Sounds like it's a Japanese company. Yeah, what other companies we got around here? Fujikin. Yeah, another Japanese sounding brand, so maybe this is where all the Japanese companies are. They looking to hire an American who speaks Japanese? It'd be a long commute. How long is it to here? This is about 26K, so yeah, my old bike commute was about 20K each way, so that would be a 50K round trip commute. Not too bad. Okay, we're getting closer to the reservoir or lake or whatever it is. Still good road quality. They even got a sidewalk, lined up canopy trees. It's a nice area. Fire hydrant. I wonder how many people actually use this sidewalk though. Okay, turn straight. Yeah, just a lot of openness here. We got another fire hydrant, so imagine that must be some kind of protection against forest fires or something here. Okay, we're starting to go uphill. Doesn't look like it's too long though. First little ramp anyway. We're actually only 8 seconds or 7 seconds behind the KOM. So yeah, definitely not a serious KOM. Should be able to easily get this one when we go for it one day. Another downhill before another ramp. How long is this? Oh, now we're actually ahead of pace. It's okay, we'll go for it another day. I want to focus on just the course direction today. Ooh. Nice view of the Reservoir mountains over there. Should get some nicer views as we keep going up. So yeah, 270 watts, 280 watts. A bit below my threshold, but feeling all right. Legs are feeling okay. Just the heart rate and the lungs aren't what they used to be. Not yet anyway. Hopefully you can get a few more hard rides in this weekend and early next week. Then let the body recover before the event next weekend, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Ooh. Not sure if you can see behind the shrubbery. We get the reservoir. Is that it for the climb? That wasn't long. Not short. Yeah, we can easily sprint up that. Oh, a nice little view going around the reservoir though. Oh. Okay. So not as big of an uphill as I was expecting. Yeah, I don't think this will break up our group very much at all. It's too short. I'm still curious. I don't know how they're going to handle the Gran Fondo, because like I know it's not a race, but I know some people treat them as a race, so I don't know. If there's a fast group, I'd like to try and go with them. Should be fun. Haven't done any fast group rides here yet, so we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Let's get a closer look. Looks like they're doing some kind of construction here. I don't know what for. Maybe they're expanding the reservoir space. Well, we do get another little kicker here. Really short though. When you're at race speed and you have the momentum, you should fly over this. I'm really surprised though, like they have sidewalks are on this. They're building some more paved road down there. Are they gonna build houses or something? Why build all those paved roads down here? It is quite higher compared to the lower parts of the reservoir, I guess. Huh. Let's check the map. Oh, it looks like there is one more little kicker. So I guess there's just a few little rollers. Nothing too steep yet. Yeah, no one out here. My brakes are starting to rub again. We're gonna have to get that fixed before the race somehow. Yeah, they even have lights along this road as well, even though there's no cars out here. I mean, it's nice for us riders, but it seems like a waste to use all that electricity to light this road that no one uses. We've only seen one other person out here so far. little bit of sand and gravel here. Just leaving some piles in the road. Doesn't matter, I guess. No one's coming through here. Okay, still straight. Yeah, they're building a bunch of like paved roads lower here. Is this going to be some kind of like suburb? Planned community of sorts? I don't know. If anyone knows what they're building over here, leave a comment. Let me know. There are a decent number of big rocks on here though. I wonder if they're going to sweep the course before the event. Otherwise, you're going to have to be careful, because riding in the group you might not see some of these rocks. So it's good to do this recon before. You know, to be aware of them. Ooh, this is cool. Nice view up here. Is this it? The last little climb? Okay. Oh yeah, looks like there's some gravel. I don't know if I want to hit this full speed. Let's play this safe. This looks like it could be some sand. Yeah, I mean, you could ride this full speed, but I wouldn't want to do this in a group I don't trust. So yeah, want to be up front for that descent, for sure. I don't think they're going to be able to clear that out. Yeah, just one small mistake from the person in front of you, and you're not going to be able to react as quick. You don't want to be behind in that situation. Oh, is this it? Oh, okay. I guess there's still a few small little kickers. So yeah, we've had like 4 or 5 different little ramps. Really short though. At race speed, we'll just roll over this, I imagine. I really don't know what to expect. I don't know how fast the people here are, especially the people that are going to be in this event. A lot of up and down though, just the way I like it. I think Thuong-chan should do okay on the up and down as well. She's not so good on the long climbs, but if it's a short one and she can hang on, work her way back up to the front for the start of the next climb and just slowly get up and not lose too much ground, I think she'll be okay. I think we're gonna ride here again tomorrow. We'll ride together if we can get up early for our morning ride, we'll see. I really like my sunset rides though. I don't have the discipline anymore now that I'm not like racing seriously or training for anything specific anymore. Oh, we spotted our second person out here. One more person on a bike. Well, a motorbike, to be specific. Actually, it looks like we're turning where they came from. Wait, what? No way. What? So I think the segment goes that way, but it's telling me to turn right here? What? This can't be right. This is a dirt road. Well, I guess we're going adventuring. Where is this taking us? Well, this is what the computer says. This is what we're gonna do. This is another section you want to be up front. You don't want to be behind in a gravel section. Luckily not gravel for too long, just that descent. A little bit rough here though. Interesting. All of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of houses, restaurants, dogs. Hopefully these are friendly dogs. Yep. Okay, this is going to be an interesting section on the course. It's pretty rough for a couple hundred meters. Still got some dirty roads. Going to be a lot of dust here. And yeah, definitely going to filter down because it gets narrow for a while. Let's get our light on. And yeah, all of a sudden there's a lot more people. Looks like the street lights are also turned on. Interesting. Back on some smooth pavement here though, so looks like the rough section is pretty short. Let's see, where are we going? I'm not doing the full course today, just the first half. I only want to ride 2 hours today. We know the second half of the course pretty well. Oh yeah. Full speed ahead. The other thing I'm curious about with the course is, I don't know how they're going to mark it. Like, is there going to be a pace car in front and maybe a follow car? I don't know how they're going to keep track of everyone, because if people get dropped, they're going to have to know the course. Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. This race sort of just popped up last minute. Or I guess they were planning to do it like last year, then it got postponed, and then they just posted it randomly saying, okay, we're doing this race next month. And there were no details, and the details keep changing every week. So we'll see. It'll be fun. It's nice, like the idea of just entering a race for the fun, or not a race, an event, a cycling event just for the fun of it. Because that's not something I ever really did. Like, I only entered races to like win, because I used to be a really competitive racer. And yeah, I wouldn't enter a race unless like I knew I had a chance of winning, or if I was using it like to get in shape. And like just, yeah, drilling myself into the ground to build fitness for like my target races later that season. So yeah, different mindset here, just doing it for the fun. There's no pressure, which is a lot more enjoyable. Got all the lights on now. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get the best video right now, but let's see if there's anything else interesting. This video is pretty long already. Yeah, almost an hour. The only bad thing with this camera is it's not replaceable batteries, so I just get the one shot and that's it. Like I could bring like an extra battery pack and plug it in while I'm filming. That's cute, lots of kids playing in the street. That's dangerous though, but whatever, they're used to the danger. It's unfortunate though, I feel bad for the kids here because there's not many safe places for them to play, and it's not their fault, it's not the family's fault. There's no parks here. Well, there's some main parks like in the city, but that's it. Outside of that, there's nothing. And yeah, for kids in like these more rural areas to play, their only option really is the middle of the street. Unless they're lucky and there's some like construction site nearby that's empty. The schools though are good. Thuong's hometown, there's a school behind her. There's a nice open field, so they'll play there. So yeah, that's true. If they have the school nearby, they can play in the school. Not everyone lives close to the school though. Some more doggies. Yeah, we've seen a lot of dogs today. Where are we going next? I'm gonna keep the map zoomed so I don't miss any turns. I kind of know a general like area where we're at, but these roads are all new to me. Yeah, I can't beat the night ride. More doggies. Big doggies, ooh. More doggies, holy crap. There's a lot of dogs over here. Another doggy. They're all coming out. Should have started a dog sighting count for today's ride. Jeez, there's so many. Like every driveway I'm passing, there's some big dog. The whole family on the bike. Let's go around them. It's going to take them a while to accelerate and get past us. Yeah, I don't like going too fast in these areas because people just pop out of nowhere in the street. It might be a dog, it might be a person, it might be a bike. So let's keep it nice and steady. Yeah, there's a dog right there in the street. What up, boy? Ah, here we are. Looks like we're getting to a busier street and telling us to turn right here. Mitsuyama. What road is this? I'm gonna stop and check the map real quick. Can you guys hear the party off in the distance? Actually, I'm gonna turn around here because I know where this road goes. I've ridden this road before. It goes towards Bana Hills. So I know pretty much the rest of the course. It's getting pretty dark and I'm gonna just head back this way. So I'll show you guys a little bit more of this city just because it's lit up here, a little bit different to show you guys. And we'll wrap up this video pretty soon. I think my camera's only got a little bit of life left. So this road kind of runs parallel to one of the roads we started at coming out to the lake. So we're just going back this direction. And the rest of the course is pretty flat. There's a few small rollers, but nothing too bad. Whoa, big fire over there, lots of smoke. And yeah, this is another pretty chill road. I actually ride this one pretty regularly because it's a nice 2-lane, not too much traffic. And it goes over to the Bana Hills route, which is one of the nicest, smoothest, most open roads here. It's a really popular road for training. We'll film a video there soon, show you guys. We gotta film all the routes here in Danang so you guys can see all it has to offer. Another party. Man, Vietnamese people know how to party. They love their speakers. Any time of day, they love their speakers. All right guys, I don't think there's too much more to show here. It's nice being able to see the first part of the course. My camera battery is about to die and it's pretty dark out now, so I think this is a good place to end the video. We'll keep you updated with our race. We'll of course be filming some videos for the day of the event, probably both days. We'll see how it goes. If the Gran Fondo is not a race, I'll probably be bringing the GoPro with me and vlogging as we go along with the event. So that'll be fun. And we'll keep you updated. Leave some comments down below. Cheer on Thuong-chan as it's her first road event. She's pretty nervous. She actually had a nightmare the other day, like that she was late for the race and she missed it and she was really upset. So yeah, she's really looking forward to it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more long ride videos like this. You can see different areas in Vietnam and I can talk about random stuff. That's it for today's video though. A special thank you as always to all of our awesome supporters over on Patreon. Thanks to your guys' support, we're able to continue filming our videos like this. And of course to our sponsors as well. We'll see you next time here on Tubo Cruise.